All right, welcome to another episode of the new SEC Football Dynasty. Mark Lee is the one here, and right now we are going over the off season as we enter in the next phase, which we are looking at the players who are leaving, the players who are graduating, and the ones who are graduating and going into the draft, and the players who are asking for transfers, and players who are declaring for an early draft, the underclassmen. So we're going to start off with Florida A&T. We're going to start off with Florida A&T, and as you can see, we got a lot of seniors on this squad, but there's quite a few who's declaring. Childers here, defensive tackle, and Titus Clem, who you'll be seeing him in the upcoming CBX draft, as he also played basketball for the Sailfish. Wallace Way, and there's a number of guys who just don't have what the league is looking for the next level, so you won't be seeing them moving forward, at least not in the draft. You might get one or two that might find themselves as free agents, but for the most part, if they're not projected, then most likely they're not going to get drafted. And as you can see, the players who are going to get drafted, and also just wanted to go by quick and Arthur, Texas, outside linebacker, and get their stats and what all they was able to accomplish in this first season of the new SEC. And then you got this guy here who wanted to transfer due to the fact that he didn't really get to play. Now we're looking at guys who's declaring early, juniors basically, and I'm just going over who they are, but we're gonna try to talk them in the stand, but we're not gonna do that in this video. So we're just gonna go over all the players on each team who is leaving or is declaring or is wanting a transfer, and we're gonna go over all their career stats. And Cross, the quarterback, he wants to leave, but I don't know. He's not only the quarterback, he's also the point guard on the Sailfish basketball team. So I don't know, Mr. Cross. The basketball coach may not agree with you leaving either. Anyway, so he's gonna have a choice because he might try to. His draft stock should go up if he stays another year. Talk about quarterback here. Ricola. Cross here. Alright, now we're looking at Georgia Military College. And we have one kid who wants to transfer. He's a freshman, red shirt. Didn't even get to play. As for the rest, we're talking all graduations. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they ain't gonna have no juniors on this team. Talking about they want to leave early. And none of these graduating classes playing any other sports. Most of them is going straight into the military. So we say good luck to those guys. And pretty sure that Bulldog fans are sorry to see him go, especially on the low note that they went going out on. As I do believe being the worst team in the league or the second worst team in the league. But there we go. Oh, Irvin. Oh, my fault. My man right here, he plays baseball. So we might be seeing him down the road somewhere. In another dynasty, maybe. Hint, hint. We shall see. Wow, I didn't know this singing class was this big. Alright, so now we're going to check out, hold on. Go back and look at them. They were trying to transfer. See, I hate it when freshmen do that. When you're a redshirt freshman, of course you wasn't gonna play. But look how many players is leaving. There's room for you to play, man. Alright, now we're gonna check out Gulfport. And I think they only got one person projected. We got one declaring, Mr. Lowe here, the quarterback. And so we're going to try to persuade him to stay with the Gulfport. And he's a sophomore too, so if we make him a promise, we got to fulfill it, because we don't, then he's definitely going to be gone at the end of his junior year. And then we got Willie Joy here, if I'm saying it right. Yep. And he is graduating, and he's projected to get drafted. Everyone else is graduating, but none of the rest of the squad, the senior class here, is projected to get drafted, go to the league. So hopefully many of them have their futures secured. Oh! Wow. So like I said, I wanted to go over each person's stats, which is why it's going to take a minute for this particular video. I hate doing long videos, and normally, like when I would do a dynasty, I would do like the one team that I'm doing. I would basically do their entire off season in one video, and then their preseason one video, and then there's time when I would connect the two and just make one big super long video. But I don't like doing that anymore. Making videos gotten a little bit more complicated now because of the once it's made and then the saving part, it takes a while. So, and the larger the video, the longer it takes. So I try to bite size as much as I can on the video, which I was thinking about splitting this one in two and just doing 6 teams and then do 16. But I basically got this far into it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and roll and let this one play out. But when you got a large senior class, it's gonna take a minute to go over everybody's stats. And I was just saying, I just wanted to just do that just for GP, general purpose. So, in case I want to go back later and compiling career records like the top 10 or 15 running backs and so on and so forth. So now we're looking at KCU. And they got quite a few that's leaving one way or the other. They only got one senior that's looking at getting drafted, but they do have about 3 underclassmen that's projected. So the man right here, he wants to transfer, and Eddie is projected to be a 4th rounder. Just because that's their projection doesn't mean that's what's going to actually happen in the draft. And we're gonna look at the draft and see where the different ones who will get drafted, see where they go, and keep up with their careers. More of where are they now type of thing. Not gonna get too much in depth with that, because usually my number 1 college team is like once the players leave and after they get drafted, I'm pretty much not following them all that well once they hit the pros. That's just me. Alright, as you can see, we are now with the Mighty Manatees of Key West State. And they have one man wanting to transfer, but they don't have anyone out of this draft class who's projected to get drafted, and there's no underclassmen that's declaring from what I can see. No underclassmen. Wow. And I thought the Manatees had a pretty good year, because I had to go back and look at that, but I do believe they were projected to be one of the worst teams in the league in the new SEC. But they turned out to have a pretty decent season. They went deep into the season before they was finally eliminated from the divisional title. They got some surprising wins, and they made some noise. They came up short in their bowl game, but all in all, I think they got a good foundation to build on. They're gonna have to figure out their quarterback situation though, because the person that won the starting job got injured, and the number 2 stepped in and did a heck of a job. So that's going to be an issue. But I think once they Art Thornton. Here's another player who's a prospect for the CBX. Thornton. He's played for the Key West State basketball squad. But yeah, once they get their quarterback situation taken care of, I think they're gonna be a pretty good squad altogether. All right, so now we're looking at the Cotton Mouths of Louisiana A&M, and they got a few underclassmen. Well, they got about 2 underclassmen who's trying to declare, and they got a couple of guys who want to. Oh, this guy want to go play with Northeast Texas State, Lawrence Terry. He's from Texas, so he wanna go back home. Okay, I think the Rangers might appreciate that. And then we have Loveday, who is not projected. He's like one of their top defensive players, so I'm kind of shocked about that. So, but I'm pretty sure. I think Loveday has other plans of something else that he might want to try to do. So be on the lookout for seeing him in the future somewhere. Colt Burns, defensive tackle. Wow. And then there's Drew Mudd, the halfback. And Tyson McCool didn't really get to play all that much. You hate it when the seniors don't get to play all that much. But, sometimes it comes out that way. That, sometimes that's the way the ball bounces, I guess. And Travis Thorne, so he's going to be graduating and is not being looked at as a potential draft. I don't know. So they're going to be breaking in a new quarterback. I can't believe that Travis Thorne is not getting a look-see for the draft. 91 overall. Wow. He might get a phone call after the draft for to try out for free agent maybe. Alright, so now we are looking at Mississippi Tech. Bubba Gump. Let's Gimp. Bubba Gimp. 2 tight ends declaring. And you got a fullback and a tight end leaving. And you got the rest of the senior class who's not even considered. Wow. Got Utcher back. Where's Terry? Where's Yanks? Spencer Yale. Whoa. Spencer Yale not getting a look-see. And they got some decent overall numbers. But unless you really high up there overall, chances are you may not get drafted. Alabama Slim is not getting looked at. Wow. So kind of weird. All right, now we're looking at Northeast Alabama. They got nobody the draft is looking at. Nobody trying to declare, but they do have a couple of guys who want to transfer. And then looking at the guys who just graduating. You won't see or hear from again. Wow. Odell Darby. Goodwin. Paul Goodwin. So as y'all remember, they had a really good classic battle against Mississippi Tech. Can't wait for the rematch. That's gonna be in Mississippi, so hey, I'm pretty sure the Tech fans is looking forward to that as well. And Tremaine Haas, he played baseball for the Kingfish, so you might be seeing him down the road playing baseball. Maybe, hint, hint. And Mr. Nathan Cobb. Mr. Nathan Corn on the Cob. Wide receiver. So that's their graduating class. Now we're looking at Northeast Texas State. And they got one asking for a transfer. Everyone else is graduating. No one is being considered for the draft. No one is trying to declare early. And basically that's Texas. Northeast Texas State. Home of the Rangers. I was going to call them the Lone Rangers. But that's no language. Wow, Beverly. I couldn't believe he didn't. The NFL isn't looking at them. Looking at him. Mr. Beverly. I think about how many times he had multiple interceptions in a game. I think the number is 3. It's definitely he had 2 games where he caught at least 2 interceptions. But it might be 3 games that he has more than 1 interception. Something else I gotta go back and look at. Oh, and we got Sherman. Dave Rust. I think he has a team record for the most sacks for Northeast Texas State. Just not enough to catch the eye of the pro scouts. And the fact that they was like battling to see who was going to be the worst team in the conference didn't help any of their seniors' cases for the draft. Then we have Shiloh, and Shiloh has no one trying to transfer, but none of their seniors is being looked at for the draft. Wow. That's something. And you figure they would at least have 1, maybe 2 people looked at. But no. I can understand anyone from that defense not getting looked at. That defense, it was rough. But this guy, D. Jackson, I mean, over 1,000 yards receiving, and the league isn't looking at him. Well, who knows? Maybe he can maybe he can. Sometimes look at the word I'm looking for. Maybe he can be a free agent and get his way in that way. He was definitely a deep threat. Talking about D Jackson and Wes Otto. I didn't know he was a senior. I thought he was a junior at best. Terry Yale. So we don't have a lot of quarterback sacks overall in the conference. A lot of defensive touchdowns too. A large number of fumbles returned, but a lot of interceptions returned. Pick sixes, as they call them. So, pardon me. Had to reposition myself. Jeff Day, Nick Xavier, Xander, quarterback, didn't even get to play. Backup quarterback, wow. All right, now we're looking at Alabama Tech, who basically is the same as Shiloh. They don't have any underclassmen trying to declare. They don't have anyone trying to transfer, and they don't have anyone being looked at as far as going to the next level. Eagle, over 500 yards and 6 touchdowns. Not bad, Mr. Deagle. I said not bad because, he was the backup. So usually the backup don't get a half 1,000. So Mr. Golden here, I probably should have used him a little bit more, but it just didn't work out that way. Bowie, look at Bowie. He got some awards going with him, man. For a person who's not getting a look-see in the draft. Robert Moody. And the Generals. They losing some players. They losing some decent players. So it's gonna be a tough season coming up, I think. Dunny Rowland. Didn't use the fullback as much as I would like to. Chris Pruitt. So yeah, they had more seniors on here than I was thinking. Gonna need a punter. And backup quarterback didn't get to play. I think he was third string quarterback. Go Mr. Cross, tight end. And he's not getting a look-see. Harold Fagan. He plays on the basketball team, so he may not get drafted into the football league, but he still got a shot at making the CBX. So we'll see. The jury is still out, but yeah, he got a chance to go to the next level, but that's in basketball, not football. I think he'll be fine with that. 6'5" shooting guard. He didn't quite have the career that you would want your senior year. But that last home game against the Rangers, that was something. That was something to see right there. That was really something to see. All right. Like I said, I think Harold will be all right at the next level. But only in basketball. Yeah, only in basketball. Pro football is not looking in his direction for sure. So that I'm pretty sure that gives him an idea of which way he wants to go. Potential draft pick in the CBX, or a potential free agent that may never ever get signed. Never know. So I think he'll probably like his prospects with the CBX. I think so. Yeah. I think so. And like I said, I'm just looking at the stats, looking at his skills and stuff. To be honest, I'm trying to match his skills with basketball to try to make sure that they translate okay or good. Don't wanna overdo them, you know. All right. Anyway, moving on. We're looking at Central Tennessee, and then 2, 3, 4, 5. I think they got about 5 guys declaring, and I don't think that coach is gonna lay down and watch that many guys just up and walk off the team. So I think he'll probably try to talk them all out of going. Whoa, he got more than 5. Let me see that again. So yeah, that's quite a bit. Not to mention, you also got a decent sized senior class. You got 3 guys trying to transfer. So yeah, the Owls got some movement going, and they're gonna have to see what they can do to keep some of these guys, and not just let them get away. Eggs McGee. I don't ask. By the time I got to this, man, when it came to making these team names, I was about done. And you got Mr. Gamble here, who is their top running back, and West Auburn. Can I see that again? Yeah, they being looked at as far as the draft. Gamble, Auburn, and now we're looking at the graduating seniors who's not going to. So so much as get a look-see by the league, the pro league. So it's unfortunate, but hey, it happens, man. It's like they don't feel like you gonna make it. That's why they have scouts to figure that stuff out, and they feed you with the information and the data as a coach, and you pretty much go from there. And you make that determination that this kid is not going to be worth my time because he's not going to pan out. So there you go there. So hey, well, that's it. Thanks for watching, and we hope you have a good one. And we'll be catching up with some more off season for the new SEC at a later date. So until then, you have a good one.